So basically, getting your demo done, what happened next?
Okay.
Intertwining
I met
labs and all that
Zeus.
stuff.
I met Zeus, and really the first thing I did with Zeus was we went to some gentleman's apartment and recorded a demo for a freestyle song that I had written. I remember because I was 16, I had sold some chain and came up with $60 and to pay for the session, and we did this demo. It didn't work out. I guess we shopped it, but that didn't quite work out. So I went back to my hip hop thing, and somehow Zeus was in the studio when I was recording "Shake the Joint" as a demo, and he partook in the, I guess, the process of creating the demo with me, with DJ Dynamite as the DJ, and me, and with the ideas of it's gonna be these verses, and this is what I want at the center, for the hook, which everybody knows, I guess, if you know the song, what that is. It's the centerpiece hook, to that. It was done. It was great. It sounded great. Jimmy Starr was the engineer. He put me on his keyboard, and we were programming it the whole night. We were doing it right there. We didn't have an SP1200 or anything. It was. We were using the samples that he had in-house. They had great bass samples. Jimmy Starr is a great engineer. Hideaway Studios back in the day. So once that demo was completed, I was introduced to Debonaire. I took it down there. He heard it, and he decided he wanted to, make a deal, and put it out. He wanted to put this demo. He wanted to redo the demo and put it out, and get it out there. So as soon as the record came out, I did.
What happened when it was mastered? Did you like it? Did it sound better than your demo?
I thought it sounded horrible when I heard it. I heard it in his car, and I wasn't quite used to. I didn't know what to expect. I had to get used to it. It had to grow on me for a second. It sounded so sonically different, I think, than the demo. But maybe it's because of the environment. We were listening to it in the car, and it was just everything. It was just so bass heavy, and that's cool, but I was really more interested, obviously, as the rapper, or I was more interested in like the whole lyrical, how that was gonna come off, like the rhyme and and the cuts and that stuff. So yes, it sounded weird. I had to get used to it. I gave the record to Laz, and he played it on.
Was he like? Well, when you gave the record to Laz, was he like astonished or anything? Like, what was his reaction?
Yeah, he was very pleased. He loved the song. He wanted to, right away that same night on the mix show, he wanted to play it. So he did, and then that was the first time I heard myself on the radio. I was coming home from work, and I had to pull off the side of the road and cry.
That's cool. And then, of course, after that, you went into more, So what happened with Debonaire? I mean, not even Debonaire in general. After all these records that you did as Breezy Beat MC, how did the industry treat you? Fair or unfair?
The industry? You mean the industry as from
music
the
industry, as executive producers, as people who are putting the machine behind you? How do they treat you?
I was more interested in creating music, and I wasn't really very pleased to have to maybe get involved with the business aspect so much. I was more worried about creating the music than I was of all the rudiments of business, accounting and all, and the contracts and all that stuff. So yeah, I was taken advantage of, I guess, like other artists. And then you learn fast, I took on this program where, I need to, possibly, if I'm going to do these records, or if I'm going to do these 12-inch records or whatever it is, that's what was the thing back then, doing these 12-inch records, producing 12-inch records. If I was going to do these records, I better get paid up front. Because doubtful you're going to find money later, because it was so easy. One of the things, man, that you weren't going to find in that period of music business was transparency. It's not like we had the internet or there was digital sales, and there's no way to lie, or First of all, anything could be altered, but back then especially. So get your money up front, roll with it, do your record, move on to the next. That's, I guess you get hit in the head once and then you learn not to, not to go down that road again or something, that kind of thing.